Let me show you how to solve this problem. First of all, I'll divide the board. So they say find the value of P and Q if P squared minus Q squared equals 29 and P plus Q equals 7. So I will just say P squared minus Q squared equals 29. Let's take this as our equation 1. And then P plus Q equals 7. This should be our equation 2. So I want to focus on equation 2 first by making P the subject of the formula. You could as well make Q the subject if you want to. You can just try with anything. So but I would like to use P first. So if I want to make this P, I have to subtract Q from both sides. So I have P equal to 7 minus Q. This is my equation 3. So I got this equation 3 from equation 2 alone. So I want to substitute this particular equation 3 into equation 1. So that means anywhere I see P, I'll have to substitute the value of this P. So I have 7 minus Q to replace this particular P. Because it's squared, I'll have to square it as well. Minus Q squared equals 29. So let's expand this. When you have 7 minus Q all squared, it means you should duplicate this one. We have 7 minus Q into 7 minus Q minus Q squared. Please, this is Q, so you don't think that is 9, equals 29. So you can use the FOIL method to expand this. What do I mean? 7 times 7, that gives you 49. 7 again times negative Q, that gives you negative 7Q. Again, negative Q times 7, that gives you negative 7Q. And negative Q times negative Q will give us plus Q squared. Minus this particular Q squared equals 29. We're making progress. So at this point, you can see that this will eliminate itself. Q squared minus Q squared, that gives you 0. And then we're having 49 minus 7Q minus 7Q will give us minus 14Q equals this particular 29. So what is left? If you want to get the final value for Q, you can decide to pull this guy across. Or you can either pull this minus 14Q over there and then 29 over here. Either way it works. So you want to keep it simple. Let's bring this 29 over here. So we have 49 minus 29 equals, take this over, negative 14Q over to become 14Q. If you subtract this one, what do you have? What is 49 minus 29? Put that in the comment section real quick. So we have this to be 14Q. If you subtract this, you should know that the answer will give you, is it 20? Of course, if you take away 29 from 49, what will be left is 20, because if you add 20 to this particular 29, that gives you 49. So we have 20 here. You're looking for this Q. So divide both sides by 14.